So first off, let's get into what Governor Ferguson thinks about the income tax bill that passed the Senate Monday. And just a little reminder, this is the 9.9% tax on income above $1 million. So you're not taxed on the first million, but say you make 1.2 million, you're taxed on that $200,000 at 9.9% above the 1 million threshold. Or because there's a marriage penalty in the bill as well, combined household income in excess of $1 million will be taxed at that 9.9% rate. During the Tuesday press conference, which I attended in the governor's office, he said he wants to expand, wants to use more of the profits from the millionaire's tax to go to working families' tax credit expansions and increase the check that everybody gets, basically the rebate check that everybody gets that qualifies, by 30%. So he says this would add another 460,000 families to the 350,000 who currently receive that tax break. He also said he wants to use $1 billion of the proceeds for tax relief for small businesses, wants to increase the small business tax credit, which he said would effectively, the level he wants to raise it to, effectively wipe out business and occupation taxes on the first $2.5 million in total revenue for that business. And his contention is this would translate into 170,000 small businesses in our state no longer paying any B&O tax at all. Today, during that Democratic leadership media avail, members said they are confident that the income tax bill is going to be signed into law. Remember, it's only passed the Senate at this point. It's gone to the House, though they said they do expect changes to be coming on the House side. So here's a little bit of that response today from Democratic leadership.
I share his optimism.
This morning, the members of Color Caucus in the House met with the governor to talk about this. It was one of the agenda items, but a number of other policy interests that were important to the caucuses.
This year in particular, I just felt like we had a number of bills that were in challenging situations for floor votes that members really worked hard in a bipartisan way on those bills to get them to be, it might not mean we had Republican votes for them, but there was less opposition and more willingness to move a bill. Many things came together very late that allowed us to just keep on rolling through bills that we thought maybe weren't going to be able to move this year, and were able to move. So that was, I think that's great work, and that's the kind of work that the people of this state want us to do.
So Ferguson, the governor, threw his support, I should say, behind an amendment to the income tax bill that was offered by Senator Nikki Torres of Pasco. It was rejected by Democrats on Monday, and it would include a sales exemption on diapers. Well, now the governor said Tuesday he wants that back in the bill. He expects that to be back in the bill, and not just diapers, but on other baby products. So I met today with Senator Torres in her office to get her reaction to his throwing his support behind her amendment.
Well, I'm really excited that he actually loves my amendment, and I actually had a bill on this as well, but since it was not going to get a hearing, I attempted an amendment on the income tax bill. And unfortunately, my colleagues on the other side of the aisle did not accept it. So now it sounds like maybe they will, because it's coming from the governor. A little skeptical, but I really wish they would have accepted it in the first place.